Hey guys, welcome to Football Fanatics. Just gonna jump right into the highlights here. The Steelers have been driving really well in this drive, and then here's Ben Roethlisberger doing what he does best, dives in between five Jets to get the first down. Then on the next play, Marquise Pouncey actually goes down with a high ankle sprain, and that's gonna be really significant for the Steelers later. But then on the next play, Rashard Mendenhall just pushes his way into the end zone. And then here on this next play, I'm gonna let the longest yard do the talking. Here we go.
I got a bird. His name is Ronnie. Well, tell Ronnie you got knocked the fuck out.
Well, that was that. Great line from the longest yard there. But on the next play, Rashard Mendenhall tips the ball into a Jets defender's hands for the easy pick. So that's Ben's first pick of the day. But the Jets still can't do anything on offense. And then the Steelers get the ball back, and here's Rashard Mendenhall. Yeah, that guy's pretty much a beast. Another 25-yard run. He had a huge day against the Jets. And he actually had 121 rushing yards. So that was big for the Steelers. And then on the next play after that, we got Ben Roethlisberger to Emmanuel Sanders. Great pitch and catch right there. And then Ben Roethlisberger out on the rollout pass. Nobody open, but he decides to take it in himself because Roethlisberger is just a beast. And, even if a person tries to tackle him, good luck. Yeah, right. Next Jets drive, we got Mark Sanchez back to pass. And that's another damn moment right there because he got drilled. And William Gay picks up the fumble and runs it in for the touchdown. And Mark Sanchez is obviously hurt on that play because, like I said, he got drilled. Then on the next, on the Jets drive after that, they actually ended up kicking a field goal before halftime. And they got the ball to start halftime. They're really driving the ball well here. That was a great run by Sean Green, and then another great reception and run by Santonio Holmes. And the Steelers really made a mistake in letting him go for this play right here. Mark Sanchez on the play action steps up and throws a deep bomb downfield, and yeah, Santonio Holmes just burned at the entire Steelers secondary for the touchdown. Now the next Steelers drive, the drive stalls, but actually number 55 will run into the kicker, and he'll get called for roughing. So the Steelers will keep the ball, obviously, and so that's a 15-yard penalty. But then, on second and 11, Roethlisberger rolls out, tries to make something out of nothing. Yeah, that was a bad idea, dumbass. Picked off for the second time, and he'll actually end up with like a 15-yard run back, and the Jets get the ball back. Uh-oh, this isn't good news. But the Jets wouldn't be able to do anything, and Roethlisberger would get the ball another chance, but then they sack him on 3rd and 20. So after a couple penalties and then the sack, the Steelers got to punt it away, and then, Mark Sanchez does what he does best. That's about a 20-yard reception to Dustin Keller. He's a great tight end. Next year, watch out for him in your fantasy teams, by the way. He'll be really good. See, here he gets another reception. He'll provide you with at least 9, 10, 15 points a game, which is what you really want out of a tight end, especially one like Antonio Gates, who usually overshadows him. But then on this next play, we get Sean Green trying to get the first down, but he gets stood up by Larry Foote. So the Jets go for it on 4th and 1 and get it. Then later in the drive, they'll go for it on 4th and goal, and they'll get stopped at the line. LT tries to push his way in, but can't do it. But this has its consequences for the Steelers. Remember what I said earlier about Pouncey getting hurt? This is why. Roethlisberger muffs the snap in the end zone, and the Jets get the safety. That's going to kill the Steelers later because the Jets get the ball back, and they do this. Braylon Edwards with the first down reception. That guy's a beast as well. Then later in the drive, they run a great pick route here, and Jericho Cotchery walks into the end zone, then basically walks back shaking his head. Yeah, you guys suck. But the Steelers, they get the ball back, and, on a big play right here, because they're really trying to run the clock down, Roethlisberger on the run gets it to Heath, and he will get the first down. The Jets would stop him on 1st and 2nd down, and the Steelers would end up running the clock down to the 2-minute warnings to bring up a 3rd and 6, and Roethlisberger again, just being a beast to the rookie, Mike Brown. That guy's been, really good, and Rex Ryan obviously not happy, but it was a good game. Here's some stats for the game, guys. First downs, the Steelers had 23, and the Jets had 17. Third down efficiency, the Jets were 5 of 14, and the Steelers were 6 of 11. Steelers had a little bit of an upper edge, though. But the Jets actually converted some key 4th downs. They were 2 for 3 on 4th downs, but that one that they didn't convert was down on the goal line. That was a great stop for Pittsburgh, and the Steelers were 0 for 1 on 4th down. Total yards, Jets outgained the Steelers by 2 yards. They had 289, and the Steelers had 287. Passing, the Jets had 219 yards, and they outgained the Steelers in that department because the Steelers only had 121 yards. Ben Roethlisberger was 10 of 19 with 2 picks, no touchdowns, a rushing touchdown, and 121 yards. Mark Sanchez was 20 of 33 for 219 yards. He had a pretty good game. Yards per attempt, the Jets were at about 6.3 and the Steelers were at 5.8. Rushing, this is where the Steelers won the game. They had 166 yards, and Rashard Mendenhall had 121 by himself. The Jets only came out with 70 yards rushing, and that's where they really had to, come through, and they just couldn't do it against that great Steeler defense. Penalties, the Jets had 6 for 50 yards, and the Steelers had 4 for 25. That one penalty, the roughing, the unnecessary roughness that they had in the early second quarter was big for the Steelers. That kept that drive going. Steelers had 2 turnovers, and the Jets had 1. Steelers obviously threw 2 picks. They had 3 fumbles that game, but they didn't lose any because 2 of them were botched snaps. So, but the one that the Jets lost was returned for a touchdown because that was the fumble, when Mark Sanchez got leveled by Randall Gay. So that was pretty good. Mark Sanchez was sacked twice for 14 yards. Roethlisberger was also sacked twice for 12 yards. In time of possession, the Jets had 25 minutes and 19 seconds, and the Steelers had 34 minutes and 41 seconds. Here are the highlights for the Bears-Packers game. It was also a very good game, so enjoy.
Thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you next time.